Hey, good morning, fam. I just wanted to take some time to share some thoughts I've been having. And I really hadn't said anything, but I'm going to bring it up. A few weeks ago, met was one of the proudest moments I had of being a man of color. And that is, I saw our brothers going to help another brother who was in trouble. I saw that and I was so proud to be a brother. You know, people got lawn chairs everywhere, got folding chairs everywhere. That was cool as I don't know what. But anyway, moving right along. A week or two later, I was sad again because I saw brothers looting a Nordstrom or something. I can't believe, I don't want to think, but it is true. Why are we doing stuff that's so stupid? And I'm saying it's stupid because trinkets, if you get caught, you're taking years away from your family for a bag. A leather bag with a name on it, a piece of jewelry. I'm gonna say this, there is no reason any one of us got any business stealing anything to put food on the table, especially with all the churches in these communities. Go to the church in your community. I wouldn't go on here with this, but I'm there. Go to the church that's in your community and tell them you need to eat. That's right, tell them you need to eat. Tell them you need to eat. And if they don't help you, you tell every member in that community of that church that church wouldn't help you eat. And everybody in there need to go to where there is a true pastor. A true pastor. One who cares for the sheep. Oh man, I wasn't going here, but I'm here now. My whole point of this video is this. Men, we have to get to the place and understand, men of color, that we belong to God. We are his chosen people. We are the ones who are called by his name. And this government, everybody has done everything possible to get us out of position with him. What are you saying? I'm saying this. Our women have turned against us. Our government is against us. If you go to court, there's a 99% chance you're going to lose your case. The school system is against us. Every nation we go to, they don't like us. Why? Because we belong to him. And our enemies know that. They know it so well that they keep promoting sin in our lives and we keep falling for the banana in the tailpipe. That's right. They push guns, they push violence, they put immoral sexual behavior, they push all the sin they can down our throat. Drugs, they push it to us, man. And we just sucking it up and killing one another. That's right. Hey, look, I'm just as guilty as you are. We all have sinned. Yeah, I ain't finna go to the church cliche. No. We sin, okay? But God made a way for us to stop doing that. So let me get back to where I'm at today. I'll get back to this part in a minute. We as men have to take responsibility for our relationship with God. He required men to appear before him 3 times a year. That's the Passover, that's the Day of Atonement, the Day of Pentecost, and Pesach, which is in December. But there's another important one, which is the Day of Atonement. That's where you get your relationship right with God. Every year, the whole community of God gathered together. They repented, they fasted for 24 hours, and they walked away with a clean slate. That's what we're missing. Now, the church is going to have a pastor's anniversary. They're going to have a a choir anniversary. They're going to have a deacon board anniversary. They're going to have the mother board anniversary. But never once will they have a Day of Atonement. We need a Day of Atonement so we as men can get it right with God. We need to wipe the slate clean because we belong to him. He is our only help. God has blessed me, man. He's blessed me tremendously. And the only reason he's done it is because I said, okay, God, if that your word is true and that's how you treat your men, I'm going to line up. Let me tell you something. I ran across a guy, a pastor, who God was flowing in his life, man. He was prophetic. He was clean. He smelled good. He had fancy cars. He was the man. And I said, God, if that's the way you treat your man, I'm signing up. And I signed up. And guess what? I kind of look like him. I ain't talking about him physically, but I'm talking about, hey, look, God has blessed me tremendously. And I'm straight out of Chicago, right off the 10 tray. You know, South Side. You know, hey, man, I've been there. Grew up poor, holes in my shoes with cardboard stuff down in them in the wintertime. Yeah, rope tied around my coat so I wouldn't get cold on the way to school, my hand-me-down coat. So I know about being poor. But I also know that God has blessed me, man, beyond my, look, beyond my dreams, okay? So what am I saying? I'm saying this, man, we have to trust God. We have to be unified. Brothers, quit killing one another. I need you to quit killing me. I need you to quit killing you. Don't you know there's a war coming to these shores? And you're going to need that brother you got the gun pointing at to stand next to you, bruh. Y'all need to listen to what I'm saying. If a physical war break out on the shores of these United States, we know that our brothers are behind bars. And we're locked up for stupid stuff. So I'm going to leave my sister, I'm going to leave my mother, my wife, my boo out here to fend against men with military weaponry coming on the shores around. Guess what? Guess who are the spoils of war? Black people. We are. We've always been the spoils of war. And guess what? Since they never apologized for the captivity before, you think you're too above to go into captivity again? It's always about who got the biggest gun, bro. If you in jail, what good is your gun? You ain't got no gun. You don't have one. So what am I saying? I'm saying we got to unify and get back with God. Because they're not afraid of you. They're afraid of your God. But if you don't have one, if you're not in right standing with him, you don't have one. If you're not in right standing with him, they ain't worried about you. Don't you know God always have fought our battles? That's how we win them. We win them because of him. So I'm going to tell you this. God has a standard that has not changed. It hasn't changed. His standard is still the same. He said, keep my commandments and my statutes. He said, only be thou strong and do not look away from this book of the law. Study and meditate on it day and night. God wants you to do those big 10. Just do the top 3. Love God, love your neighbor as yourself. That's it. Love. And bruh, it's not hard. Don't you know if you get serious, God will get serious with you? I taught a Bible study, and there's some brothers that was in jail had life sentences, and I told them, I don't care what sentence you got. If you get serious with God, God will get serious with you, and he will turn that sentence around. All 3 of them is walking free today. Why? Because they got serious with God. Let me tell you something. Nothing nobody can do if you get serious with God to you. But who God called blessed, they're blessed. They can't curse who God called blessed. But we have to get to a place where we can trust him. The Day of Atonement is coming up September 24th and 25th. That's the day where you wipe the slate clean and you come to God. But I'll tell you this, I'm not going to leave my family in the hands of an enemy that crossed these shores. I'm not going to trust the police department to protect them. Because why? I'm going to be here to protect them myself. But I need your help. I need your help. We need to be unified, bro. And we can't be unified if we out here doing what's wrong in the eyes of God. Get it right with him, fellas. Get it right with him first. We got to get it right with him first. Then everything else will fall into line. He said, whatever you put your hands to do, in Psalms 1, verse 3, whatever he put his hands to do, it shall prosper. He didn't say you had to go to college. He didn't say you had to have a degree. He said, whatever you put your hands to do, he will prosper it. Man, brothers, we got to get it together. And it starts with our relationship with him. Stay tuned for more videos concerning this. And I need you brothers to echo this, man. We got to stop killing one another. Stop it. Stop it. Quit killing my brother. Quit killing your own brother.